This be the icebreaker, the decider, and how will it play out as far as the Congress party is concerned in the state of Punjab? That is going to be our key focus. Staying with Punjab, the state, very important elections next year. Arvind Kejriwal has upped the temperatures as far as the state politics is concerned. Aam Aadmi Party convener, during his day-long visit to the state of Punjab, announced free electricity and 24-hour electricity for the state. Following this previous, opposition parties took on Aam Aadmi Party, sparking off a big political slugfest. Manjeet Sehgal with this report.
आम आदमी पार्टी का पंजाब का सीएम फेस सिख समाज से होगा.
The fight for Punjab has shifted into top gear. Ahead of the assembly elections next year, political fireworks have already started. Aam Aadmi Party convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is the first to sound the poll bugle, announcing 3 big power freebies for the people of Punjab. If elected to power, Arvind Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party has promised free electricity for all up to 300 units. Not only that, Aam Aadmi Party has vowed to waive off all inflated domestic bills. Most importantly, a promise to provide 24 hours electricity in the state. The Aam Aadmi Party is playing the same gamble in Punjab that paid heavy dividends in the national capital.
हर परिवार को 300 यूनिट तक बिजली मुफ्त देगी. डोमेस्टिक के जितने पुराने बिल हैं सारे माफ किए जाएंगे. बिजली आएगी, 24 घंटे बिजली आएगी, बिल नहीं आएगा.
Kejriwal, who is positioning his party as the main challenge to Captain Amrinder Singh, speaking in Chandigarh, accused the captain of nexus with the power companies.
बिजली कंपनियों में और पंजाब के सरकारी सत्ता में गंदी साठगांठ है और इस साठगांठ की गंदी साठगांठ की वजह से पंजाब के अंदर बिजली महंगी है.
A fuming Congress has hit back, saying Punjab does not need Delhi model of misgovernance.
वो इस करके आए हैं कि उन्होंने पता लग गया सी पंजाब च काम होण जा रहा है. ये एक कोशिश की उन्होंने पंजाब के लोगों को बेवकूफ बनाने की. वो 5 साल पहला भी फेल हो गए सी, हुण भी फेल होंगे.
Kejriwal's offer of freebies has also not gone down well with the Shiromani Akali Dal and the Bharatiya Janata Party.
केजरीवाल जी का ये टोटल जो ऑफर है ये इम्प्रैक्टिकल है, झूठ है. दिल्ली में ये 200 यूनिट तक 3 रुपए चार्ज करते हैं, 200 से 400 तक 4.5 करते हैं.
वो दिल्ली के लोगों को गुमराह करने में कामयाब हो गए थे 200 यूनिट बिजली फ्री देने के बाद, लेकिन एक मूलभूत सुविधाओं को लोगों को खत्म करके एक हाथ से जनता से पैसा लेता है, दूसरा से देने का काम करता है.
The power play in Punjab has begun. With the Akali Dal and BJP divided over the farmers' protest, Arvind Kejriwal sees a real chance in the state of Punjab. So far, Aam Aadmi Party's Achilles heel in Punjab is the absence of a credible Chief Minister's face. With Manjeet Sehgal in Chandigarh, Bureau Report, India Today. Just to give you a sense, ladies and gentlemen, the battle for Punjab is at this moment, where we are standing today, is about 8 months away. And at this moment, it is more or less open, field for anybody to plow. Aam Aadmi Party, Congress, BJP, Akali Dal, all in the fray. Let me now just bring our SWOT analysis just to give you a sense of how these parties are placed for this big battle which is going to take place in the year 2022, and it will be huge, in fact, for the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. I want to start with the Congress Party. Congress Party's strengths, assets. Captain Amrinder Singh is a formidable leader. So he at this moment is, the captain of Punjab, the Chief Minister, who people, in fact, has a trust factor and is seen as the leader who has some mass appeal all across the state of Punjab. Now, if you take a look at this entire, for the Congress Party, the opposition is in tatters. The Aam Aadmi Party is now once again trying to, in fact, revamp their campaign as far as Punjab is concerned. But BJP is struggling, Akalis are struggling. This is a big boost for a chief minister who is seeking a re-election. Social media, electioneering is also a strong point of Captain Amrinder Singh. And remember, he has the support of Prashant Kishore, one of the most foremost poll strategists in the recent time. What are the liabilities as far as the Congress parties are concerned? The down points for the Congress party, allegations of corruption on the government. The infighting in the Congress party is the biggest problem that they are facing right now. Sidhu forming a bigger challenge for Captain Amrinder Singh than the opposition at this moment. The perception of 2015 sacrilege issue is also a big negative. And Dalits who are upset over low representation in Captain's regime could be one of the factors that could be detrimental for the Congress party. Quickly shifting to the Shiromani Akali Dal, which till 2017, before Aam Aadmi Party completely pushed them aside, was the main opposition party. Anti-incumbency against the Congress could be one of their positives. They could harp on Captain's performance and could try and build on that. Now, political outreach for the Shiromani Akali Dal has already begun. They have stitched an alliance with the BSP. First movers advantage in terms of candidates list. They have announced a few candidates as well. Now, take a look at their liabilities. Massive anti-incumbency in the SGPC and specifically against the Badals. Most loyalists either have quit or are in political oblivion. And choice of BSP as an ally either is a big gamble, could work and could also backfire massively. Now the Aam Aadmi Party, which was the key challenger last time, a surprise challenger last time, which is hoping to turn its fortune in this election, presents itself as an alternative to the Congress and the Shiromani Akali Dal. It played a key role in the farmers' protests. Arvind Kejriwal's Delhi government went all out to appease the farmers. Now, if you take a look at in fact, the farmers' protest, this could be one reason that could benefit, at least in the farmers' agitation when it comes to Punjab. Now, it could also benefit from the upsurge in the leftist voters, which are coming in. Punjab used to have a big left cadre as well, which is now broken, and that could come to the Aam Aadmi Party and could become a big strength for the party. What are the liabilities? Cadres are jumping ship to Congress, BJP and Shiromani Akali Dal just before the election. SAD alliance with BSP could also spoil the chances as far as the Dalit votes are concerned. And the other big, in fact, problem for the Aam Aadmi Party is, of course, the lack of a face at this moment. BJP want to speak about this party, but which is right now in oblivion in Punjab. Urban voters unhappy with the Congress's promise could, in fact, work for them. Dalit Chief Minister, promise of Dalit Chief Minister could also be something that the BJP could look at. But liabilities, the massive anger of the farmers against the Bharatiya Janata Party because of the farm laws implemented by the Modi government, suffered huge backlash by the dominant Jat Sikh community, angered by no party, and the cadre in Punjab is also not willing to right now go out and campaign for the party. So all these things, ladies and gentlemen, could play vital role as far as the four players in the politics of Punjab are concerned. All right, let me go across right now on Face Off, 6 p.m. prime Face Off this evening. We are being joined by Abhishek Dutt of the Congress Party, Atishi of the Aam Aadmi Party, MLA and spokesperson is also joining us this evening. Rahul Srivastava, National Affairs Editor, India Today, is also with us. Good evening to all three of you. Thank you so much for being with us here on India Today. I want to start with you, in fact, Abhishek, because, the biggest problem, all right, just been told that we have lost that connection with Abhishek. We'll try and reconnect with him. But Atishi, if I may come to you very quickly, why is it that the Aam Aadmi Party at this moment, if it was only about free electricity and other freebies, BJP in the Delhi election promised more freebies than the Aam Aadmi Party in the national capital. And when it came to the comparison of free electricity and other things, BJP was giving more promises to the people than the Aam Aadmi Party. Still, the BJP lost. Why do you think this offer of free electricity and other things that you are promising to the people of Punjab would work?
Ankit, Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal as the Chief Minister of Delhi is the only government that has delivered on its governance promises. If you remember, when we first contested our election in 2013, when Sheila Dikshit was in power, the Congress had been incumbent for 15 years, no one actually believed that it was possible to halve the electricity bills. But Arvind Kejriwal made it possible. By the end of that first tenure itself, not only was electricity prices halved, but up to 200 units was made free.
Okay.
I myself in the last year have had a zero electricity bill for more than 4 months. This is something that Delhiites thought was not possible. So when BJP says in Delhi elections or any state elections that they're going to give free electricity, everyone asks, "Bhai, apni ek state mein to karke dikha do. You have a government in so many states." So why is it that people believe Aam Aadmi Party? Why is it that people believe Arvind Kejriwal?
Okay.
Because we have shown that it is possible. Under the Congress government, be it the Sheila Dikshit government in Delhi, be it the Captain Amrinder government in Punjab right now, electricity is often highest priced in the country. We have seen the kind of collusion there was between the Congress government and the DISCOMs here in Delhi.
Right.
That is precisely the problem that exists in Punjab, and that problem Aam Aadmi Party knows how to solve.
So what you've done in Delhi, you are hoping that the people of Punjab would be able to, in fact, see that, and that is going to be your big political, at least a big political promise as far as the upcoming elections are concerned. Okay, Abhishek, we're still waiting for Abhishek to join us, but Rahul, I just want to come to you and we'll break it down. I just wanted to start with the free electricity promise, because that is something that Arvind Kejriwal has spoken about today, and then we'll in fact delve into politics. But Rahul, make me understand. For the Aam Aadmi Party, which almost was sure, I remember the 2017 campaign where Arvind Kejriwal gave it to me in writing that they are winning 100 seats. What has changed for them this time that they believe that they would be able to, in fact, possibly form a government in the state of Punjab? Why is it that Punjab still gives hope to the Aam Aadmi Party?
Ankit, as you said, there was a very strong left movement in Punjab. Leaders like Dang and others were famous that even at the height of terror in the late 80s in Punjab, he could freely roam around on a bicycle. That was the sense of popularity despite a very, very strong movement, separatist movement in the state. That what is working for the Aam Aadmi Party is simply the fact that it has been able to take that space of the left parties. Also, that there is a space which is because of that Jat-Sikh politics in Punjab with Amrinder Singhs and Akalis and others. There is a social movement which always was there in Punjab, and I think Aam Aadmi Party has caught the fancy. See, what has happened, Ankit, the larger parties are getting discredited.
Right.
People are looking for an option. The BJP, by allying with the Akalis, could not create that space for itself because it did not have the cadres. This time around, Aam Aadmi Party feels that it has a possibility because it already has some seats in the assembly and it has a cadre. And the free electricity element, quickly I'll tell you, Ankit, is a dicey element. It thinks it may work. Punjab is giving 17,000 crore worth subsidy, 10% of its total budget.
Yes.
The total debt of the state is 2.65 lakh crore, and already poor and backwards farmers and even industrialists, they are already being provided a subsidy.
Absolutely.
That template one will have to really look at.
I wanted to ask that question to Abhishek, that that already there's a freebie is being given in Punjab despite the state in being dire states economically, but they are now attacking the Aam Aadmi Party for the very same reason. But Atishi, unfortunately Abhishek is not here. Before he comes back, I want to understand from you, politically speaking, last time, one thing that did not work for the Aam Aadmi Party was no clear picture on who's going to be the Chief Minister's face. And this time also, if you go onto the ground, who are the people, those who are leading the campaign for the Aam Aadmi Party or the strategy for the Aam Aadmi Party in the state of Punjab? They are, of course, Raghav Chadha, Jarnail Singh, Arvind Kejriwal himself is making, going there for big joinings and for these big announcements. Why do you think it once again won't be the same mistake that you made in 2017, where the opposition parties, be it the Congress or the BJP, was very easily able to label you as a party of outsiders, where everything has been decided by people, those who are coming from Delhi and deciding for the people of Punjab?
See, I think, Ankit, there are two things that I will say. Number one, why is it that people didn't vote for Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab in 2017? Also had to do with the fact that Aam Aadmi Party was a new party. Even as far as Delhi was concerned, we had been in power for under 2 years. And what we see today in terms of the governance and the delivery by the Aam Aadmi Party was yet to fully fruition, number one. So therefore, people, because of the anti-incumbency against the Akali and the BJP coalition, chose to go with the possibly tried and tested Congress party and Captain Amrinder Singh. What has changed substantially is now that there is a strong anti-incumbency against Captain Amrinder, and people feel betrayed for the trust that they placed in him, number one. Number two, what has changed in Aam Aadmi Party? In Aam Aadmi Party, yes, we were a new party in Punjab. People from Delhi did go to Punjab, often go to other parts of the country because Delhi is where our strongest base is.
Okay.
But today, Punjab has its own leadership. Punjab has its own leadership. You have Bhagwant Mann, who's a well-known leader. You have Harpal Singh Cheema. You have Baljinder Kaur. You have Meet Hair. These are big faces in Punjab.
Right,
today,
but Atishi, you still are dependent on Jarnail Singh, who is an MLA in Delhi, who is the co-convener or in charge as far as the elections in Punjab is concerned. You have Raghav Chadha, both very prominent faces, those who are prominently been seen there. That is exactly why I come to this question 5 years later. Just before the election, there are people from your party who were part of your party are going back to the Congress or to the BJP, and you're still left with prominent faces from Delhi leading the campaign.
No, actually, Ankit, there's two things. Number one, in all parties across the political spectrum, the idea of a Prabhari or an in charge who comes from the central leadership of the party is a well-established one. That is an organizational role which happens across all political parties. Number one. Number two, as I said, that yes, 5 years ago, Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab was a very new party.
Okay.
But today, as I said, you do have established leaders. Bhagwant Mann is known all across Punjab. But Harpal Singh Cheema, as the leader of opposition, is one of the most prominent Dalit leaders across all of Punjab, across all party lines. You have Baljinder Kaur, who is one of the most prominent women leaders of Punjab.
I agree, but Mr. Cheema rose to that position only after there were others, those who left your party and went to the Congress, be it Mr. Khera or others. But Atishi, Abhishek has just joined in.
This is something that happens across all political parties. People come, people go. The question is that do the people of Punjab have the belief that it is Aam Aadmi Party who can deliver? Because there is very strong sentiment against the Akalis still in Punjab.
Right.
There is a strong sense of betrayal against Captain Amrinder. And there is a feeling that it is Aam Aadmi Party which has delivered in Delhi and can deliver in Punjab.
Abhishek is now with us, and since he missed this initial part of the discussion, so I would have to, cue him in right now. Abhishek, thanks for joining us. I want to start by asking you, Abhishek, possibly the state where the Congress has had the best chance to come back without any problem, now sees the internal dissent which is pulling the Congress party down. Captain Amrinder Singh every third week is making, coming in front of various panels, making his representation. Navjot Singh Sidhu is in Delhi today. Your party is plagued with so much dissent that you don't have to worry, your opposition doesn't have to worry about what you would be doing in the election. It is your own party which is pulling, itself down as far as Punjab is concerned.
You can't call internal democracy internal dissent. I think it's very good that MLAs of the Congress party have been called to Delhi. The Chief Minister has come to Delhi, and now Mr. Sidhu is coming to Delhi. They all are coming and expressing their concerns about how Congress needs to win the election. So when any individual leader or leaders are called to Delhi, this is not dissent. It is called internal democracy. And I hope other political parties can also have this. How many political parties will actually allow their MLAs to come forward and speak, or their ministers to come forward and speak? So this is part of the Congress family, and it is very clear that internal dissent cannot be misrepresented. Internal democracy cannot be misrepresented as internal dissent.
Really? Or does it not, create confusion, Abhishek, when Navjot Singh Sidhu goes ahead and straight away attacks Captain Amrinder Singh as saying that he is a corrupt man or he is siding with the Badals, and Captain Amrinder Singh comes out and calls names to Navjot Singh Sidhu? Are you telling me that this is internal democracy does not? I hope that the internal democracy in Congress means that you can take care of these differences inside the Congress party and not wash your dirty linen in the public.
See, it is happening inside the Congress party. If media choose to report it, it's fine with it. Tell me one thing. Look at the performance of Captain Amrinder Singh. In a very, very recent survey, Punjab Education Board has been named #1. So that means Captain Amrinder Singh has been working in Punjab. That is how you get Punjab to be #1 state where education is concerned. In which Delhi is ranked as #11. You talk about any field, you talk about drug control in Punjab, you talk about farmers' issue. Every issue has been very clearly picked up by Captain Amrinder Singh, and he's worked to perfection. Yes, if there are certain people who want to express their concerns, they are most welcome.
Okay, Rahul, is it as simple as, or as, eloquently as Abhishek wants to put it forward? It is internal democracy. Well, BJP doesn't allow it. Look, the Congress is allowing it. There is so much democracy that they can fight on the streets against each other, come to Delhi. A chief minister can be called not in one, but in two, in front of two panels. Not met. Rahul Gandhi does not meet him. Sonia Gandhi does not meet him. He's sent back. Isn't it, Rahul? Isn't Rahul more than democracy a mark of a party which is rudderless right now?
Can I please correct you?
Go ahead, Abhishek, then Rahul will respond.
Ankit, I will add to what the gentleman said in terms of the great achievements of Captain Amrinder Singh. The original
Congress President Rahul Gandhi.
Okay.
So I think that reporting is wrong.
All right, Abhishek, we will only go by what you say. Our reporting is wrong. Whatever your leaders are telling us is also wrong. But Rahul, go ahead, respond.
See, the criticism of Ms. Captain Amrinder Singh is not me, is not you, is not the BJP, is not even the Aam Aadmi Party. I think it is Navjot Singh Sidhu and other people in Punjab Congress. I think they are just doing it just to get into news. The fact, Ankit, is I will add to what the gentleman is saying as far as the credit to what Captain Amrinder Singh has done. What Captain Amrinder Singh did, initially the farm protests were for 2 months against the Punjab government. He turned the whole tide against the central government. That goes to his credit. Captain Amrinder Singh brought them back to power in Punjab. He is the strongest leader, one of the strongest leaders of the Congress all across the country. Despite that, you've got somebody who has just joined few years back, challenging the chief minister, acting as the opposition. The problem for the Congress is that either the high command has to stop the party hemorrhaging because of people like Sidhu and others, or it has to act against Mr. Captain Amrinder Singh. That will be suicide. Now, the problem is that a chief minister, is paraded before a 3-member panel 3 times. That is humiliating. Why is the Congress doing? The Congress is saying he has done great work. Then why was he humiliated? Why did Rahul Gandhi not meet him? When Yogi Adityanath was facing fire, the Prime Minister met him. That's how the crisis is handled.
Yes. Abhishek, mishandling, and this is not the first time, not the first state for the Congress leadership.
Let me correct. When the Prime Minister of our country doesn't wish his Chief Minister in Uttar Pradesh on his birthday, the very next day, the photograph of Prime Minister is removed from the UP BJP banner. Is that not humiliating? Who told you Captain Amrinder Singh you are supposed to meet Rahul Gandhi? It's a news created by someone like you in Delhi. He was supposed to meet, and it is not called parade. It is called discussion. Elections are coming in Punjab. Yes, elections are coming in Punjab. If the Honorable Chief Minister of Punjab is called in front of a panel, it is a discussion. You do it in every democratic party.
The most important and the most strong leader of your party in Punjab is called in front of a panel, not once but twice, 2 panels already. There was a Asha Kumari and Chidambaram panel as well. You have similar panels in Rajasthan. The problem is, Abhishek, too many panels with absolutely nothing to do and possibly no resolution.
Let's keep the focus very clear. The elections in Punjab are coming in. Captain Amrinder Singh ji, the kind of work he's done in Punjab cannot be matched. His integrity in Punjab is the entire state is backing up Captain Amrinder Singh, and all these issues which are being created by other political parties because they have no other agenda.
Because I'm sure they have no other agenda, but you are giving them this agenda on a platter. I'm getting a breaking news right now. There is, in fact, suspense over the meeting between Rahul Gandhi and Navjot Singh Sidhu. Now, sources are telling India Today, no meeting between Rahul Gandhi and Navjot Singh Sidhu, at least today. Anand Patel is joining us. Anand, what is this confusion? Once again, he did not meet Captain Amrinder Singh. Now we are hearing that he is not going to meet Navjot Singh Sidhu, at least today.
Well, Ankit, yes, it looks like to be an anti-climax of sorts today, because this information came in yesterday from Navjot Sidhu's office itself, that Sidhu will be meeting both Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi today in Delhi. Now, we've been tracking the movement at Rahul Gandhi's residence since morning, and Sidhu, we are told that he left his residence in Patiala at around 10:30 and was scheduled to arrive in Delhi at around 3. And then a meeting was to take place, but so far he has not landed at Rahul's residence. Rahul himself has now driven to 10 Janpath to meet Congress President Sonia Gandhi.
Right.
He's here at 10 Janpath, but no signs of Navjot Singh Sidhu. So clearly it's an anti-climax, and looks like this information which was leaked out by Sidhu's office hasn't gone down well with the Gandhis and 10 Janpath. Perhaps that's the reason why so far there's no meeting. Where is Sidhu? What are his whereabouts? Nobody is aware of that. His office is not,
Nobody knows where Mr. Sidhu is, but this has, Anand, a big breaking news, at least as far as the Congress party is concerned. Mr. Dutt won't like it, but Mr. Dutt, what do we do? It's the office of Navjot Singh Sidhu who said that he's going to meet Rahul Gandhi. Similarly, we get these stories from Captain Amrinder Singh's office as well, and as a responsible media organization, we do put them out. And the Congress then feels embarrassed and tells us that these are all fake stories. Thank you so much, Atishi, at this moment, Mr. Dutt, and also Rahul Srivastav for joining me at this moment. Punjab, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be part of the menu for 6 p.m. Prime for days to come. It is going to be a very, very important state, and we'll keep getting you all the updates on the state of Punjab and the elections, which are just about 8 months ago now. Now, quick break. On the other side, Delta